University Laboratory High School in Champaign-Urbana has been known to provide students with a great educational experience through their innovative programs. One of their relatively new ones has been the Student Laptop Program. In this program, students in 8th grade were leased laptops from the school to be used throughout the year. The program began August 2012.
It worked. We managed to convince the naysayers that first year that it could be used successfully. So we got it another year, and then this year's the third year we've had it. And it doesn't take long at uni for something to become a tradition.
Prior to this, the school had 2 computer labs where students could do their work over the school day in their classes. Another option teachers had was to rent the laptop cart.
We had the cow, which is the cart.
Okay.
Computers on wheels. They call them cows. We had the cow, which was really the first year we had it. Wonderful, because I was about the only person that used it. And then it became increasingly popular, increasingly hard to get. It was cumbersome. The computers don't always work.
To bring in a new beneficial learning tool, teachers had to completely alter their views, lesson plans, and learn new ways to incorporate laptops into their curriculum.
It's a difficult thing to get teachers to change. We love the status quo. And so why can't I teach the way I've been teaching for the last 20 years? Because I'm very comfortable with that.
To learn how the laptops could be used effectively in the classroom, the sub-freshman teachers attended a workshop in Memphis, Tennessee.
The 4 of us went over the summer together to some professional development that was excellent. It was in Memphis, Tennessee, and it's run by an independent school called the Lausanne Institute. And so they call it the Lausanne Laptop Institute or something like that. And so we went for several days in the summer.
According to teachers, the laptop program has many benefits.
The kind of pedagogical justification for laptops is it allows students to learn more actively. A lot of the things that teachers talk about is how can we have students learning more actively. And certainly the laptop is one tool for doing that. For example, the things we do in my class that are built around projects, this involves students doing research, creating things, creating videos, doing things that involve them to be very actively engaged and having to kind of to do a lot of analysis and interpretation and construction and debating with each other on how to do it. And therefore the laptops are a very useful tool.
It has made our school resound with the technological era we live in. The program has enabled students to complete work faster, increase teacher-to-student communication, as well as grow our programs and curriculums to a new level by making them more engaging and hands-on.
So many of you are such good thinkers, your brain works faster than your pencil.
Yeah.
And I have seen countless times, really, you give a student like that a computer, they can type faster than they can write by hand, they can keep up with their thoughts. In terms of writing, like an essay, that proves very beneficial.
Yeah. But laptops also have the potential to create more distractions.
A lot of teachers and I think parents and sometimes students are concerned about the potential for laptops to hinder educational outcomes in the classroom. I certainly think they have the potential to do that if not wielded correctly. So for example, if you want to teach a normal kind of lecture with discussion class and then have all the laptops out, that can be very problematic, especially if the class is oriented in kind of the standard rows and columns configuration.
I've always had kids distracted in the classroom. It's inevitable. If you have the computer, maybe it's a little more obvious. If you don't have a computer, you just phase out and you sit there, as disconnected to the classroom as anybody with a computer is going to be. You doodle, you stick a book behind the book you're supposed to be reading and you read. I don't think it's realistic to expect 100% of the students in the room to be 100% engaged 100% of the time.
But the laptops don't just hinder classes due to distractions, but due to malfunctions as well. For example, in the first year of the program, laptops would crash in the middle of class, making it difficult for students to continue their work. Even though the laptops have proved to be a valuable asset to our school, it has also negatively impacted our school's potential by taking away major portions of our budget. Due to this, the laptop program is evolving. Because of UNI's financial deficit, there will be several changes made to the student laptop program starting next year.
So the question is, what is it going to be like in the future? Well, one challenge is the cost of the laptops, right? The very first year we did it, we got a grant, right? And so we could pay for it and the kids didn't have to pay. In recent years, we've had to start having students pay a fee, basically, to do it because, as you might have heard, UNI is not rolling in money necessarily. And so this needs to be something that the students fund themselves.
Starting next year, students in 9th through 12th grade will have 3 options. The first option they have is to bring a laptop from home.
And what's very challenging is if we have everyone with their own laptop as a teacher, they're going to have different operating systems. They're going to have different technology. It's harder to make sure everyone has the same software. It's harder to make sure everyone's on the same page. So having everyone with their own laptop poses its own challenges as well.
The second option is for students to rent a laptop from the school, as they have for the last 3 years. But next year, parents will have to pay about $300 for them. If finances are an issue, the third option is to apply for financial aid. But regardless of this, the sub-freshmen will still be required to rent a laptop from the school. The way the program has changed our school is not one to overlook, and it sets up UNI to continue to be an innovative learning environment.
It would be very hard for me, I think, and for a number of my colleagues to go back to only having the